In a world dominated by notifications and constant demands, the simple act of listening has become rare. We hear, but do we truly listen? Active listening, the ability to fully engage with another's perspective, is a skill that has fallen by the wayside. Relationships suffer when individuals feel unheard and misunderstood. Conflicts escalate when parties focus more on their own arguments than on comprehending the other side. This documentary will guide you in rediscovering this lost art and harnessing its transformative power. We live in an age of unprecedented distraction. Smartphones buzz, social media feeds refresh, and multitasking beckons. Our attention is fragmented, leaving little space for the focused presence required for active listening. This digital dependence makes it difficult to engage in deep, meaningful conversations. When constantly distracted, we miss subtle cues in communication, leading to misunderstandings. Breaking free from this cycle requires a conscious effort to silence the noise and create space for genuine connection. By putting away our devices and offering undivided attention, we signal that we value others' thoughts and experiences. Listening is often mistaken for its passive counterpart, hearing. Hearing is effortless, while listening requires intention and focus. Listening is a deliberate act of focusing on the speaker and quieting our own thoughts. When we truly listen, we connect on a deeper level, opening the door to empathy and understanding. This distinction is crucial for understanding the power of active listening. The shift from passive hearing to active listening is a conscious choice. It requires us to break free from autopilot and engage with the present moment. True listening requires us to silence distractions and create space for the other person's voice. This act of silencing noise demonstrates that we value their thoughts and feelings. In a world vying for our attention, this gift of focused presence is invaluable. When we choose to listen actively, we create a space for understanding. By quieting our internal dialogue and focusing on the speaker, we open ourselves to their perspective. Active listening is about engaging with the speaker to show we are present and striving to understand. This might involve maintaining eye contact, nodding, or asking clarifying questions. Active listening doesn't require agreement, just an open mind and a desire to understand. This creates a safe space for honest communication and deeper connection. In the symphony of daily life, our attention is constantly pulled in many directions. True listening requires us to set aside distractions and offer our undivided attention. Imagine receiving a gift while the giver constantly checks their phone. The joy is diminished. The same applies to conversations. Failing to pay attention sends a message of disinterest. Paying attention is the cornerstone of active listening and the foundation of understanding. Offering focused presence creates a space where the speaker feels seen, heard, and valued. Active listening requires engagement, a willingness to see the world through the speaker's eyes. Reflecting involves paraphrasing what the speaker has said to ensure understanding. This helps clarify misunderstandings and shows we are making an effort to comprehend. Clarifying involves asking questions to fill gaps in our understanding. Questions like, "Can you tell me more about that?" show genuine curiosity. The key is to ask from a place of understanding, not to interrogate. Nonverbal cues play a crucial role in conveying meaning and emotion. Research suggests up to 93% of communication is nonverbal. Active listening involves paying attention to these cues to gain a deeper understanding. Our own nonverbal communication, like maintaining eye contact and nodding, signals engagement. Conversely, fidgeting or glancing at our phones conveys disinterest and disrespect. Active listening involves responding in a way that shows understanding and empathy. Thoughtful responses go beyond agreeing or disagreeing, they acknowledge the speaker's perspective. Instead of saying, "I totally agree," we might say, "I understand why you feel that way." Responses should be authentic and heartfelt, not scripted. It's okay to pause and gather our thoughts before responding. This conveys respect and demonstrates that we value their input. Intimate relationships thrive on open communication and empathy. Active listening transcends words, delving into emotions and shared vulnerabilities. It's about creating a safe space where loved ones feel heard and understood. Active listening is not about solving problems, but about offering empathy and acceptance. It's about listening with our hearts and responding with compassion. Trust is the bedrock of healthy relationships, requiring constant nurturing. Active listening serves as the essential fertilizer that helps trust thrive. When we listen attentively, we validate our loved ones' thoughts and feelings. This simple act of validation nourishes the seeds of trust. Active listening is an act of love and a commitment to nurturing our bonds. Emotions often speak louder than words. Active listening requires us to become attuned to the language of emotion. It's about paying attention to tone, body language, and facial expressions. Understanding these cues helps us respond with empathy and compassion. This strengthens the bonds of intimacy and connection. Conflict is inevitable in any relationship. The key is to approach it with understanding and a commitment to finding common ground. Active listening serves as our compass, guiding us towards resolution. It's about creating a safe space for both parties to feel heard and respected. Acknowledging each other's feelings helps find solutions that honor everyone's needs. In intimate relationships, we seek a safe haven to express our authentic selves. Active listening offers the gift of validation, acknowledging our loved one's feelings. Validation means accepting their feelings as valid expressions of their experience. When we feel validated, we feel seen, heard, and understood. This creates a profound sense of safety and security, allowing deeper connections. Active listening becomes an act of love, saying, "You are safe with me." Synergy, through sound active listening in the workplace. In the bustling hive of the modern workplace, where deadlines loom and competition thrives, effective communication is the lifeblood of success. Amidst the flurry of emails, meetings, and presentations, the art of active listening often gets lost in the shuffle, replaced by a more transactional approach to communication. However, when we cultivate a culture of active listening within our teams and organizations, we unlock a powerful force for synergy, innovation, and collective growth. Imagine a workplace where colleagues truly listen to each other, where ideas are exchanged freely, and where every voice is valued and respected. In such an environment, creativity flourishes, problems are solved more effectively, and individuals feel a greater sense of belonging and purpose in their work. Active listening transforms the workplace from a collection of individuals striving for personal gain into a cohesive team working towards a shared vision. Active listening in the workplace is not merely about understanding tasks and meeting deadlines, it's about fostering a deeper level of connection and empathy among colleagues. It's about creating a safe space for individuals to share their ideas, concerns, and perspectives without fear of judgment or interruption. When we feel heard and understood by our colleagues, we are more likely to contribute our best work, collaborate effectively, and navigate challenges with greater resilience and creativity. From discord to harmony, resolving conflicts through active listening. Conflict is an inevitable part of any workplace, where individuals with diverse backgrounds come together to achieve common goals. The key to harnessing the constructive potential of conflict lies in our ability to engage in active listening. Active listening allows us to approach conflict with curiosity, empathy, and a genuine desire to understand. By listening attentively, acknowledging feelings, and seeking to understand, we create a bridge of empathy. From this foundation, we can explore solutions that address the needs of all parties, transforming conflict into an opportunity for growth. The leader as listener. Cultivating trust and inspiring innovation. In today's rapidly evolving business landscape, the most effective leaders are not those who command and control, but those who listen, empower, and inspire. Active listening is not merely a communication skill for leaders. It is a fundamental leadership competency, essential for building trust, fostering collaboration, and creating a culture of innovation within their teams and organizations. When leaders genuinely listen to their team members, they gain invaluable insights into their perspectives, ideas, and concerns. They create an environment where employees feel valued, respected, and empowered to contribute their best work. Active listening allows leaders to tap into the collective intelligence of their teams, unlocking creativity, problem-solving abilities, and a shared sense of ownership over organizational goals. Moreover, active listening enables leaders to identify and address potential issues before they escalate into major problems. By creating a safe space for employees to voice their concerns, share their feedback, and offer suggestions for improvement, leaders can foster a culture of transparency, continuous learning, and proactive problem-solving. In essence, active listening transforms leaders from directors of traffic into architects of a collaborative and innovative workplace. Beyond productivity, the human element of active listening in the workplace. While the benefits of active listening in the workplace extend to increased productivity, improved collaboration, and enhanced problem-solving, its impact goes far beyond these measurable outcomes. At its core, active listening is about recognizing and honoring the inherent worth and dignity of every individual within an organization. It's about creating a workplace where people feel seen, heard, and valued, not just for their contributions to the bottom line, but for their unique talents, perspectives, and experiences. When we feel genuinely listened to, we experience a sense of validation, respect, and belonging. Our self-esteem grows, our creativity flourishes, and we are more likely to bring our authentic selves to work. This sense of psychological safety, fostered through a culture of active listening, creates a more positive and supportive work environment, reducing stress, boosting morale, and fostering greater job satisfaction among employees. In a world where technology often dominates our interactions, active listening reminds us of the power and importance of human connection. It is a testament to the simple yet profound truth that when we truly listen to each other, we create a more humane, compassionate, and ultimately more successful workplace for all. The ripple effect of active listening. As we've journeyed through the multifaceted landscape of active listening, from its fundamental principles to its transformative power in our personal and professional lives, one resounding truth emerges. Active listening is not merely a communication skill, but a profound act of human connection. It is a conscious choice to bridge the divides of misunderstanding, to embrace empathy over judgment, and to create spaces where authentic communication can flourish. When we choose to listen deeply, to truly hear and understand the experiences and perspectives of others, we initiate a ripple effect that extends far beyond the immediate interaction. The trust we build, the conflicts we resolve, and the innovations we spark through active listening have the power to transform relationships, reshape workplaces, and ultimately create a more compassionate and harmonious world. Imagine a world where active listening is the norm, where individuals, communities and even nations engage in dialogue with open hearts and minds, seeking to understand rather than to judge, to collaborate rather than to compete. While this vision may seem idealistic, it is a future worth striving for. One conversation, one interaction, one act of active listening at a time. A call to conscious connection. In a world often characterized by noise, distraction, and a relentless pursuit of efficiency, active listening stands as a radical act of resistance. It is a conscious choice to slow down, to silence the internal and external clamor, and to offer our undivided attention to the human being in front of us. It is a commitment to connecting with empathy, curiosity, and a genuine desire to understand the hearts and minds of others. This call to conscious connection is not a burden, but an invitation to rediscover the lost art of listening, to reclaim its transformative power, and to weave it into the very fabric of our daily lives. It is an invitation to approach every conversation, every interaction, as an opportunity for growth, understanding, and deeper human connection. The journey of mastering active listening begins with a single step. A conscious choice to quiet our minds, to open our hearts, and to truly listen to the symphony of human experience unfolding around us. The rewards of this journey are immeasurable, for in learning to truly listen, we not only connect with others, but also with the deepest and most compassionate parts of ourselves. The question is, are you ready to listen